What if our origins were braided with misunderstanding? What if the ancient civilizations that built our world hid fundamental mysteries we couldn't understand? A group of curious adolescents discovered the Dead Sea Scrolls in 1946, changing history. The Book of Enoch, a tale so amazing it challenges our understanding of history, is buried among these ancient scrolls. This ancient text is more than a religious story. It reveals a hidden past. It describes the Watchers, fallen angels who came to earth to participate in human affairs. In ancient times, heavenly beings mixed with mankind, creating giants called the Nephilim. They etched their stamp on human history. This is only the beginning. Why was the Book of Enoch excluded from sacred texts? What does this ancient tale of deities, giants, and huge deluges reveal about our origins? Join us as we unravel a captivating mystery and explore a lost past that has been purposely hidden for centuries. Watch our history develop in a stunning and educational way. Gather around for a surprising reveal. At daybreak in 1946, a group of curious adolescents entered the West Bank, near Qumran. They expected nothing unusual that day. In those days, shepherds cared after their sheep and goats, letting time pass slowly. However, fate had a special plan for them. As they traversed the harsh desert environment, the party playfully threw stones into the empty stretch to find something interesting. One of the stones hurled randomly into the skies fell with a strange thud, and a crack echoed through the night from a nearby cave. After being surprised, the teens' curiosity overcame their fear. What mysteries could be waiting to be revealed after decades of stillness in that cave? With hearts burning and adventure in them, they approached the cave cautiously. The dust and stone tapestry before them was harsh and uncompromising, unlike the lush fields they had known. They were uneasy as they traveled. The attraction of inquiry was too great. They saw many huge clay pots around the cave entrance. These artifacts are important. They were ancient, worn, and mysterious. They carefully examined each pot, oblivious of its importance, with amazement and interest. As they unrolled the bindings, they were amazed to find ancient manuscripts beautifully preserved and ready to reveal their secrets. They understood they had uncovered something incredible, but it would take time to reveal its actual significance. A routine day became a key chapter in history in that instant. Initially, the disclosure went undetected by most. The actual significance of the find was discovered only after specialists, archaeologists, and treasure hunters worked hard. In the hills, where shadows dance and old whispers linger, 10 caverns held the scrolls, presenting them as treasures beyond ancient relics. There were almost 900 manuscripts, some of which were lost for millennia. The Dead Sea Scrolls would change our understanding of historical writings and their origins. The Book of Enoch stood brightly among these antique texts. The dust of ages, maybe millennia, covered a precious book. The Book of Enoch was once outstanding. Its mysterious existence enticed the curious to explore its depths, even if it was not in the sacred collection of scriptures. Its finding raised several intriguing questions. What is this text? Why was it lost to time? What treasures made it so important? The Book of Enoch held a wealth of insightful stories that went beyond the realm of ancient legends. It opened a lost story and revealed a unique account of events many thought were familiar. Enoch, the seventh patriarch from the Book of Genesis, was a renowned person in ancient faith. The Book of Enoch tells a different story than usual. Instead, it recounted strange, unearthly events. Imagine that after millennia of stories, humanity's origins are hidden before our eyes. Uncovering the Book of Enoch in ancient caves may expose that long-hidden secret. The Book of Enoch is a rare religious text. It offers a new perspective on Noah's flood, one of the most renowned biblical stories. Enoch's story is very different. It is not merely a downpour that cleanses human sins. A flood emerges from a tapestry of intricate events where fallen angels wander, forbidden wisdom is sought, and frightening beasts tremble the ground beneath our feet. Enoch describes the watchers as more than angels, watching humanity from afar. They guided and protected humanity as divine messengers. Instead of watching from afar, they bravely came to earth and married human women. The powerful Nephilim sprang from these couplings. The Nephilim were giant beings. Their wild spirit caused ruin and mayhem as they roamed the earth. As the planet was in turmoil, the divine beings watched with rage. They could no longer see blatant corruption. Enoch's role enhances the story's surprise. In this epic saga of the sky, he was the connection between the godly and the watchers. Enoch was crucial to this story, since the celestial creatures, enraged, threw the fallen angels into the depths of the earth. He roamed the immense space between the heavens and the ground, delivering sacred messages to those who had strayed, and sometimes looking upon the celestial realms out of mortal sight. Enoch's story is a powerful tale of supernatural intervention, wisdom, power, and the dire consequences of crossing holy limits. This was not the end. Behold, the massive deluge that would wipe off the Nephilim and cleanse the earth was more than just vengeance for human misdeeds. It was caused by heavenly wrath and corruption from the Watchers' involvement in humanity. The divine beings created a beautiful world, but the Watchers' deeds, intertwining the sacred with the earthly, transformed it into a realm beyond recognition, begging for cleaning. So began the huge flood. Not just a faith story or symbolic narrative, this deluge is profound. Imagine the skies shouted and the earth shook, a catastrophic event that changed humanity's path. Many ancient civilizations, including the Sumerians, Babylonians, Greeks, and others, had legends of catastrophic deluges. Each story features divine judgment and terrible upheaval. Could the deluge in ancient writings have been a real event that changed the world? The Book of Enoch whispers of the shocking, forbidden wisdom the Watchers shared with humanity. This went beyond planting crops and building houses. Wisdom about the heavens, the dance of the stars, and creation was revealed in this profound peek into the cosmic realm. The Watchers allegedly revealed powerful truths to humanity, but was humanity ready to use them? Ancient accounts show that the wisdom was dangerous and beyond mortal comprehension. Unfortunately, such knowledge created the powerful Nephilim and brought enormous ruin to Earth. The story moves from hallowed tales to a more meaningful trip at this point. What secrets did the Watchers hold if they gave humans this tremendous wisdom? Could they have been more than celestials? Could they have been extraterrestrial visitors with wisdom and technology beyond humanity's? See the striking similarities between the Book of Enoch's Watchers and Sumerian mythology's Anunnaki. Both are described as celestial messengers who came to Earth to teach humans and leave amazing beings and creations. Believing that these powerful celestial entities influenced ancient civilizations opens a realm of wonder and intrigue. The Book of Enoch, a magical book about celestial events, powerful entities, and secrets long held from humans, calls us to rethink our origins. It's not just a story of faith or a fable. It's a sign of a bygone era that has been forgotten or erased from history. Next time you read about Noah and the flood, remember that there's more to it. The Book of Enoch with its hidden wisdom and diverse histories, may reveal our history's mysteries and the true origins of humanity. Enoch reveals a surprising truth that challenges our understanding of world history. The Watchers, often described as celestial entities in ancient writings, actively participate in divine narratives. They descend with a sacred mandate to guide and protect humanity. However, ancient texts show that they soon become involved in human affairs. With their keen eyes and curious hearts, the Watchers could not remain spectators. They entered the tapestry of human existence, intertwining their fates with mortals. As time went on, their interest in humanity darkened. These heavenly beings entered forbidden territory long ago, breaking the sacred laws that separated them from humans. This story tells of the Watchers' bold decision to marry humans, crossing the sacred lines between heaven and earth. From the sacred union of the divine and the earthly, the Nephilim, powerful giants, emerged. Giants are the result of a forbidden union between celestials and mortal women. In addition to their size, they unleashed chaos on the land with unmatched ferocity. In ancient times, the Nephilim were fierce and relentless, destroying the land and terrifying humans. In ancient times, powerful beings with an insatiable thirst and ferocity threatened humanity's existence. As these powerful beings wreaked havoc across the land, it was clear that the Watchers' actions had far-reaching effects. As the Nephilim walked the earth, their strength and ferocity grew, causing chaos. Communities trembled under these powerful beings, who seemed to rule. The celestial beings, ruling the skies, swiftly caused chaos. They could no longer ignore the Watchers and their Nephilim offspring's earthly corruption. The divine beings wisely decided a major intervention was needed to purify the earth of corruption. The Watchers were imprisoned in an abyss beneath the earth as a punishment for their sins. No longer would they walk the earth or shape humanity. In a time of massive upheaval, the celestial beings mixed with humans and shared their secret sky wisdom, causing a tumult that shook creation. The gods wisely decided to repair the world and restore harmony. Despite this heavenly retribution, humanity's fate remained unknown. The Watchers and the Nephilim story is a pivotal moment in sacred tales about divine interaction and creation. In the sacred narrative, Enoch, the seventh patriarch, guides us through the heavens' mysteries by connecting the divine and fallen angels. Enoch, wise and faithful, was summoned to plead for the Watchers. His role as a bridge emphasizes the deep connection between the heavenly and earthly worlds. Enoch offered hope in the chaos, trying to stop the destruction that had already swept the land. Despite Enoch's pleas, the divine beings persisted. The Watchers' sins would lead to a massive deluge that would wipe out the Nephilim and purify the earth. According to the grand narrative of mankind, this flood will forever change civilization. In a time of enormous turmoil, only the righteous survived the flood. This event is a powerful reminder of divine judgment and the consequences of disrupting creation's sacred balance. The Book of Enoch is captivating for its vivid depiction of heavenly beings and their interactions with humans, as well as its deep insights into ancient history. Our ancient narratives contain profound truths about the Nephilim, Watchers, and flood. These stories reveal a forgotten part of our history. If the Book of Enoch is true, humanity's story is more complex than we think. Perhaps the Watchers were not angels, but beings from another world, realm, or dimension. Could their interactions with humans have gone beyond symbolism and guided human civilization? The Book of Enoch offers intriguing glimpses into a forgotten past, challenging our ideas of origins and identity. The Watchers and the Nephilim story is more than just legend. It leads to a hidden truth that could change our worldview. The profound revelations of the Book of Enoch invite us to consider the foundations of our understanding of history and possibly our future. Giants have long inspired wonder and awe. Legends about giant beings, some venerated as heavenly, others feared as monstrous, have been passed down through generations and nations. These powerful beings appear in stories from the past to the sacred scriptures, inviting us to contemplate history and our place in it. Are these stories more than myths and legends? Could they contain a truth waiting for modern archaeology and history to reveal it? Giants in different cultures often have strikingly similar shapes, which is fascinating. Consider the Book of Enoch's Nephilim narrative. Behold the giants, powerful beings born of fallen angels and human females. They were enormous, ferocious, and terrifying, causing fear and anxiety in everyone on earth. Disorder and chaos led to their ultimate reckoning by the Almighty, as they were washed away by a powerful downpour. However, this story is not unique. Giants appear in many cultures' tales. Finn McCool's ancient Irish legend claims a giant built the Giant's Causeway. Interlocking basalt columns connect Ireland and Scotland across the river in this fascinating phenomenon. According to legend, Finn McCool, a giant, built the causeway to cross the waters and fight a Scottish monster. Gather around, for I have a tale that spans the ages, connecting the mighty Finn McCool to a magnificent wonder of our world, a mystery that continues to enchant and perplex those who seek to understand the Earth's beautiful creations. Indeed, ancient Greek heroes have fascinating narratives and enormous knowledge. Greek mythology tells of the Titans, giant beings that fought the Olympian gods for dominance. These massive beings were strong and powerful. Greeks believed these powerful Titans were the forefathers of many gods, and their stories vividly depicted the battles and interactions between the celestial and mortal realms. The Titans, like the Nephilim, were swiftly killed by the gods' knowledge and banished into the underworld. An ancient Sumerian great story is particularly intriguing. According to Sumerian mythology, the Anunnaki, a divine assembly, came down from the heavens to walk among humans. The Anunnaki are said to have mixed with humanity to create a hybrid race, resembling the Watchers from ancient books. These gigantic, powerful beings resembled the Nephilim. It's amazing how similar the Anunnaki and Watchers are. As divine spirits descending from the sky, both contact with humanity is forbidden, and they suffer penalties. Could these enormous stories be true? There is growing evidence that they may not be imaginary. Early explorers and travelers described enormous entities that might have walked the world. Marco Polo describes his experiences with giants in Zanzibar in a unique narrative. According to the story, these giants could easily carry 4 ordinary men. The townspeople reverently told stories of these towering giants, and Polo's evocative depiction has generated intrigue about whether this is a glimpse into a lost period of humanity. Discoveries by careful hands provide intriguing past indications. Skeletal remains of giant humans have been found worldwide. See the remnants, some over 10 feet tall, speaking of giants or humans who once reached heights beyond ours. These findings have sparked heated debates among scholars. Some believe these skeletons are genetic anomalies, while others believe they are remains of a forgotten enormous ancestry. Despite the compelling data, many scientists deny giants. Many historians view enormous tales as basic mythology, developed from ancient people's quest to make sense of the universe or create remarkable heroes. However, the repeated tales of giants in numerous cultures and the recent discovery of huge skeletons invite us to consider our history's deeper riddles. Could ancient gods have walked the earth? Were they gods, or just tall humans from the past, lost to time? If true, the stories could change our view of human history and challenge our foundations. Giants, the Nephilim, and the Anunnaki appear in ancient whispers as myths of deities and monsters, but also as memories of a time when humans lived alongside powerful entities. We may discover missing pieces of this magnificent tapestry when we unearth ancient manuscripts, artifacts, and skeletal remains. Giant tales will continue to captivate and reveal a history that may have been more extraordinary and immeasurably more marvelous than we could ever imagine. Beyond being a neglected scripture, Enoch possesses a wealth of wisdom that surpasses human comprehension. This ancient text of mystical tales has been hidden from the world for centuries, obscuring its wisdom. Why is this? Why was such a powerful work excluded from sacred books? And why have countless religious leaders sought to repress it? Within the sacred pages of the Book of Enoch, the answer reveals its profound structure and rich content. Unlike the well-known tales that thread through the sacred text, highlighting virtues and redemption, the Book of Enoch portrays a complex, unsettling narrative. It told the story of celestial creatures coming to earth, angels entering mortal lives, and a lineage of giants from the holy link between these heavenly messengers and terrestrial women. It revealed an alternative viewpoint that challenged fundamentals. A crucial phase in the early Christian society occurred as members strove to define their beliefs. As Christ's faith grew, it was necessary to compile a corpus of sacred books that all way followers would acknowledge as divinely inspired and authoritative. However, this journey was difficult. Each gospel and sacred legend from ancient times depicted Christ's life and the beginnings of humanity differently. At the center of the congregation was a yearning for unity and peace, but most importantly, a call to influence the faithful's beliefs. The Book of Enoch's story. Powerful people choose to exclude it from religious books. The church realized that the Book of Enoch's accounts of angels, giants, and heavenly meetings contradicted its narrative. If such a work were widely accepted, it would contradict the official canon and challenge the church's view of humanity's place in existence. The Book of Enoch tells a compelling story that challenges traditional beliefs of God. The gods participate in creation and human life, not just watching. Silencing the Book of Enoch transcends the control of belief. A deeper power yearns to shroud wisdom that may reveal our origins and the cosmos. The Watchers, celestial beings that descended and helped create the Nephilim, were real. Celestial creatures exchanged wisdom with humans, offering enormous insights into the skies, numbers, and maybe ancient technologies before modern science. The church realized that if others understood such insight, it may shake the community's foundations. The absence of the Book of Enoch shows a deep cultural and intellectual fear of the unknown. Ancient civilizations, like the Sumerians and Egyptians, told stories about supernatural creatures that came down from the sky and revealed mysteries. These tales were integrated into their societies and ideologies, not just for religious instruction. Recognizing such tales would mean accepting a reality beyond what humanity has been taught. It would require accepting that unknown powers may have shaped our past and worldview. Meddling with sacred insight has dire consequences, as the Book of Enoch warns. The ancient Nephilim were the result of a fateful coupling between celestial and mortal. They brought chaos and destruction to earth. They were a sobering warning of the dangers of transcending borders and chasing knowledge mankind was not ready for. The Church may have seen this as a parable to warn against status quo challengers. Despite its absence from the sacred pages, the Book of Enoch has always haunted those seeking its wisdom. It has survived in the silent shadows of faith, clandestine groups, and individuals who seek to understand our deepest mysteries. Enoch, with its stunning pictures of celestial beings, great giants, and everlasting knowledge, captivates anyone who desires to understand the mysteries of our history. In the Book of Enoch, a treasure among ancient manuscripts, we discover a lost chapter of our past. It depicts a time when divine beings, celestial messengers, and other worldly entities guided humankind and imparted wisdom. As we explore this old story, we realize that our origins might be more complex and extraordinary than we thought. What happens when we consider these neglected writings? What happens when we consider the stories that shaped our past? Enoch's tales of celestial beings, towering giants, and secrets that were never meant to be exposed invite us to re-examine our history. It encourages us to explore history and realize that previous civilizations may have learned more than we have. Their insight may be the key to unlocking the cosmos's deep mysteries. The age-old question of why the Book of Enoch is not in the sacred writings. Throughout history, scholars, historians, and truth seekers have pondered this subject. What might be so dangerous or problematic that its pages were purposely excluded? This absence is even more remarkable given the Book of Enoch's importance in early Christianity and Judaism. The Book of Enoch was revered by many early Christian sects, and it clearly shaped the biblical story of Noah and the flood. For millennia, the Book of Enoch was treasured for its deep insights into the celestial realms, divine messengers, and humanity's fate. According to traditional stories, Enoch, Noah's great-grandfather, walked with God and was lifted up into the skies without dying. The ancient narrative of Enoch describes a mysterious, virtuous man who connects the holy realm to the fallen angels, known as the Watchers. Angels were sent to earth to protect humans long ago. They interacted with humanity and created the Nephilim, a powerful race of giants that caused mayhem. What makes the Book of Enoch so compelling, and why did religious leaders reject it? Perhaps its knowledge has the answer. Enoch's unique perspective on divine action and human history challenges our established notions. It depicts a time when divine entities walked the earth and celestial messengers interacted with humans in ways we cannot comprehend. The Watchers are crucial to this story. These entities actively taught humankind forbidden wisdom and produced powerful, fierce progeny. In ancient myths, celestial entities descend to earth and mix with humans. The Sumerians, Greeks, and Egyptians each contribute to the divine encounter myth with their own twists. Gods interacting with mortals was a prominent theme in ancient societies. However, the early Christian church considered these ideas dangerous and against their beliefs when defining sacred scriptures. When the church wanted to strengthen its power and rule over the growing Christian community, it needed a narrative of human history that aligned with its doctrines. A celestial assembly of angels visited Earth once, forming relationships with mortal women and creating a powerful lineage of giants. This story was too controversial for the sacred scriptures. As Christ's teaching spread across the Roman Empire, church leaders examined the many sacred writings provided by early Christians. In a period of profound yearning, a harmonious collection of sacred texts was woven to lay the foundation of faith for all who would follow Christ. This expedition eliminated many gospels, letters, and other literature, but the survivors became the sacred canon. The Book of Enoch, full of angels, giants, and prophetic visions, contradicted this narrative. The removal of the Book of Enoch from sacred texts was part of a bigger story. Many books were excluded, including the Gospels of Thomas and Mary. These texts raised doubts about church authority by offering alternate views of Jesus and his teachings. Consider the Gospel of Thomas, which contains Jesus' profound sayings, not contained in the canonical Gospels. The Gospel of Mary portrays Mary Magdalene as a key character in early Christianity, aggressively challenging the Church's patriarchal standards. Excising the Book of Enoch and other sacred works was a power struggle, not just a theological argument. The early Church defined Christianity and established its power by carefully selecting sacred scriptures and excluding others. The Book of Enoch's bold tales of the Watchers and Nephilim challenged authority. If the Church had accepted it, it would have had to face its deep ramifications, which contradicted conventional views on divine intervention and mankind. Despite being abandoned, the Book of Enoch has survived. It was preserved in various forms and disseminated throughout faith communities for centuries. As researchers rediscovered the ancient book in the 18th and 19th centuries, it became a cornerstone of ancient religions and biblical history. Today, the Book of Enoch is a fascinating non-canonical literature that influences many religious and esoteric traditions. What caused the Book of Enoch to be excluded from sacred scripture? The early Church's desire to guide humanity's story clashed with its timeless wisdom. The Book of Enoch presented a worldview that was too radical for the rulers of that time. It told stories of celestial beings, towering giants, secret wisdom, and divine retribution, and challenged the Church's essential beliefs. By omitting it from sacred writings, the Church maintained its influence and shaped humanity's history. We discover a vast and intricate past that calls us to examine it as we study old manuscripts. Before contemporary society, divine entities, celestial messengers, and gigantic giants walked the planet with humanity. This voyage invites us to contemplate our past and the stories that have shaped our worldview. The disappearance of the Book of Enoch from sacred scriptures raises deep questions about history, faith, and our origins. This ancient text, full of wisdom and revelations, was ignored by early Christians seeking unity and authority. What if the stories of celestial creatures, enormous giants, and a devastating deluge had a deeper meaning than we realized? The Book of Enoch tells the story of humanity's contacts with cosmic beings, echoing ancient myths from diverse nations. The Watchers, celestial entities that descended to Earth to observe humans, are featured. Over time, these celestial entities abandoned their impartial watchfulness. They married humans and created the Nephilim, powerful giants that caused earthly turmoil. This story goes beyond fiction, prompting us to consider the relationship between humans and the divine, or celestials. It makes us wonder how such interactions may have shaped human history. However, the Book of Enoch is not the only ancient text about these heavenly beings. Ancient societies have told stories of supernatural beings descending from the skies, offering wisdom, and sometimes merging with people. From the ancient Sumerians to the wise Greeks, from the mighty Babylonians to the honored Egyptians, these narratives show the deep relationship between heaven and earth. Ancient Sumerian texts describe the Anunnaki, celestial creatures who descended to Earth before civilization. They created mixed-nature beings like Enoch's Nephilim through their interactions with humans. These ageless texts, sometimes considered fables or symbolic tales, hint at a bigger story that spans cultures and humankind's deep past. This myth of celestial entities visiting Earth and interacting with humans prompts reflection on human civilization's origins. Did evolution shape us, or did something better guide the previous civilizations? The Book of Enoch recounts celestial voyages, divine human mingling, and the terrifying deluge that altered the planet. This narrative weaves a complicated, mysterious past that surpasses traditional religious teachings. Could these beings in these legends be alien, visitors whose astounding technology was seen as divine by the early people? Maybe these celestial characters were from other worlds, their actual nature hidden in allegory and metaphor. The connection between these ageless tales and profound insight is fascinating. According to his writings, Enoch was a wise intermediary between God and humans. Astronomy and the solar calendar are his legacy. He learnt about the universe from the Watchers, the celestial beings who came to Earth. When the world was young and men's minds were underdeveloped, great creatures appeared. The Watchers, whether from the heavens, distant stars, or unseen places, taught humanity. This spiritual sharing of knowledge transformed history and guided humanity. This deep understanding may have influenced the beginnings of farming, stargazing, and written communication. The Sumerians, Babylonians, and Egyptians created complex writing systems, marveled at the stars, and used advanced technology. Their wisdom may have been enlightened by heavenly teachers. Thus, we wonder, was this information a gift or a tool for control? Do these visitors want to help humanity or have a secret goal? This question's answer is one of history's greatest mysteries. We discover surprising patterns in this ancient civilization's tales as we travel through their histories. Gods descended from heaven, while giants inhabited the land with humans. The horrific flood that wiped out the Nephilim weaves a tapestry of interconnected stories. In the past, humans and gods wandered together, their fates intertwined. This suggests that our history, shaped by stories, may be incomplete. The Book of Enoch's omission from the sacred scriptures prompts us to consider the lessons we've learned, the mysteries we've secreted, and the profound truths that may still be hidden. Though ignored and hushed, these stories will not die. They illuminate a past veiled by time and people who wanted to shape it. Is the Book of Enoch and other ancient works full of insight that could change our view of history and the universe? As we explore, let us examine the possibility that these narratives may be true recounts of events that have deeply shaped our lives. Doing so may expose a long-hidden truth after years of obscurity. We may realize that humanity's grand narrative is more fascinating, intricate, and enigmatic than we thought when we read these ageless classics and uncover hidden knowledge. This video's fascinating tales and enigmas make us think about our origins and the ancient realm. Gather around as the Book of Enoch, Nephilim, and Watcher's story unfolds. In addition to myths and allegories, this tale invites us to examine a reality that may be richer and more complex than we can imagine. Could the ancient civilizations of the past have had wisdom beyond our comprehension? Could alien beings have guided our history in ways we are just beginning to understand? The film pushes us to rethink the boundaries between myth and history and see deities, celestial creatures, and giants as real. This excursion taught us the importance of reflecting on our lessons. History is a complex tapestry of stories, many of which have faded or changed over time. What deep insights may be waiting to be revealed in ancient writings? What do these sacred works teach us about human potential, divine connection, and familiar mysterious thresholds? Take this opportunity to explore these ideas by reading classics, contemplating conventional history, or having meaningful conversations with other searchers. Secrets from the past can change our self-image. This discovery journey is our calling. The truth may be a tapestry of weirdness, complexity, and inspiration beyond our stories. May this begin a magical voyage of curiosity, discovery, and openness. Answers await discovery in the enormous information base.